The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
You think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. First down for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all offseason, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Davis looking to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Showing off the arms. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Brown wants to pass. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams late in the year. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2, so always disdain, always hate, don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass. It's Orji. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Calls his own number. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 3, Ohio State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide out in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Quarterback keeps it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go.
They move the tight end all over. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. Moving toward the end zone, ball out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Now on the counter. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Using his feet. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And a great job seeing the motion coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's caught downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling it. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Looking to move it through the air. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
That makes the score. Ohio State.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man,
Gonna take a shot. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got loose, it was all over. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Toss to the outside.
Well, the offense goes toss, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Deep shot for the end zone. And the ball is picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Dropping back, it's Orji. Buys a little extra time. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock it.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got a lot of running room. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Michigan. He'll try to tack on one more. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan 17.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now on the move. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He is a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Brown will throw it. He's right on target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he'll be brought down.
That's the end of the
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. He'll go to the sneak. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good. You're late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Orji. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. He's going up top. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Now they'll try the right side. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try the jet sweep here. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And they thought about a return. Better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Number 18.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he's going to run him back. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. To the air, it's Orgy. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. This offense has a 2nd down play. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback checking off. To throw, it's yr2. Now he's going to break the pocket. Gets rid of it. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass.
He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Michigan 17.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone and it'll be a touchback. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms